Hey there, you may be wondering what these are, and they're actually paper claws that I've made, and they're kind of mutated from the original claws um, that I've made before, but people have been asking me to make a tutorial about these, on how to make them. And I just did these real quick, just black marker where spray paint would work real well, and tape. You'd probably want to use glue. But before we can get to making these, I gotta teach you how to make the original claws. And they don't actually look like this, they look like this. So these look pretty simple, but they take a full sheet of paper, so you're gonna need 10 pieces to make 10 of these. And if you're making these mutated claws, you're going to need 20 sheets of paper. So you gotta make sure you have a lot. Now you're gonna want to do this on a hard surface because it's hard to do on a soft one. So I folded it ahead of time and brought it back, and so you see that crease, that's where it's going to be folded. Take this top corner and you're going to match the top side to the left side. So there's your shape. And next we're going to take this top corner and bring it all the way down to here. Not just here, but all the way down. And it's going to make this funky thing. We're basically going to make a square. So see that crease I've made already? Gonna just bring it in and match these two lines, make them parallel, and we have a square type thing. Now this is where it begins to get a little bit on the tricky side. So don't move the square, and you're going to fold it inside, not outside. Fold it in to make a triangle. And make sure not to fold it this way. The other way, just like this. Now leave your triangle where it is. Don't flip it around or anything, because it's important to which side you start folding it on. Because this one has, see, all these papers and flaps. This part only has two. You're gonna fold right here. And okay, once you know which way your triangle's supposed to go, you see this crease, you're gonna bring this side to the center of the triangle. Like this would be the center of it. So like that. Now see the cool little creases? You've folded it once, and then you're going to fold it again twice. Fold over, almost like rolling it up. And then you just tuck this in here. And once you get this tucked in, here's your claw. And it's going to be kind of hard to put on and keep on at first because it's just newly folded. But here's your claw. It kind of hurts right now. And this is an old one. You make 10 of these and you have claws. And now I'm going to make a few more. And I'll get back to you once I've done that. Now it's a good idea to keep one all the time, even if you throw them away, because if you kind of forget how to fold them, because even I do, and so I just pull it out and take it apart and refold it, and it makes it a lot easier. Now if your fingers are too small, it's not going to fit very well at first anyways. It'll wear down. Like, this is an older one and it's pretty easy to get on. But if you're having trouble after a while, if they're just still not coming on, I've got a tip for you on how to size them better. Whoops. Now, there's not a whole lot we can do if your fingers are too big for this, but you can fold it a little bit past that midline on the triangle. Not too much though, because then you'll lose your point, and you don't want to do that. And it's a little harder to tuck in too. So here we are. You can tell this is a little bit bigger than the other one, like wider, but not much. That's pretty much all you can do. All I really did was make this part wider, so it's easier to get your finger in. But it still comes to a point, so it's not really any bigger here. If you wanted to make it bigger here, you'd have to lose the point here. So that's not really good ordinarily. However, if you're wanting to make these mutated claws, you can actually not have to worry about that. So you can pull this over and pull it pretty far so there's no point. And tuck it in. And there you have it. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if it doesn't come to a point here, because you're just going to put it into another one somehow. It's not getting in there. And you're going to want to tape it or glue it or something, but you have the mangled claw here, the basic concept of it. It's just two put together. And I only use one claw on the thumb because this curve makes it kind of awkward and gets in the way of the other claws, so I just use one. Or you don't have to use one at all. If you get some thin gloves. Now, if you don't want to do the thumb piece on the claws, it's a good idea to go to Sally's or some kind of beauty store and get some thin gloves, black gloves that are made for cutting hair. Or you can get a long hoodie like this and try to cover that up. So these claws are really good for a lot of costumes, like an alien or a werewolf, or you can even just go out in a hoodie and you can put on a mask or face paint or whatever. It's just really good for Halloween. So I hope this tutorial's been helpful. Fear the claw. Thank you for watching.